Former President Donald Trump's officially chosen his VP running mate, announcing his pick Monday on social media, Ohio State Senator J.D. Vance.
I want to make the country great again.
But what you may not know about Trump's chosen right-hand man, he's got a special connection to Hollywood.
It's bizarre. It was fun. We tried just to roll with it and have a little bit of fun with it.
That's J.D. on CBS This Morning back in 2020. The politician dishing all about his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy's movie transformation, featuring some A-list casting, including Glenn Close and Amy Adams.
No, I thought your mama was going to be all right. Be happy. I know I could have done better, but you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not.
I've heard people so moved by this story who have their own experience with either familial trauma or with addiction or mental illness. And so that to me is the real victory.
Well, I'm very proud of this movie. I really am. I fell in love with the family. I fell in love with Mama. I had a magnificent time working with Amy and Ron and all the other actors.
The movie follows a younger and an older J.D. reflecting on the Vance family's history and future in their Ohio hometown.
Everyone in this world is one of three kinds. Good Terminator, a bad Terminator, and neutral.
It may be JD's movie and JD's story, but his story is a conglomerate of all the people in his life. So I wasn't really as concerned with, oh, this is my movie. It was more like the nervousness came from just doing my part in making this story as realistic and as honorable to the family and JD as I could.
Oh, and did you guys coordinate on maybe how to do younger and older versions of this character?
There was quite an extensive period of time pretty early on during pre-production that Ron sort of sat Gabe and I in a room together, and we did some sort of team building exercises and whatnot. Ron was very focused on set as to these little specific traits that Gabe had or that I had, and he sort of fed them to us during our scenes, which was really helpful.
He's referencing director Ron Howard, who made it his mission to convey JD's truth on screen.
The relatability of this story, J.D. Vance's story, is what interested me. I think it raises a lot of questions. I think that any film that looks at a family in a complex way, explores areas that are culturally specific to them, regionally specific to them, and you deal with that. The universality of the Vance journey, I thought, was something that could hopefully bring people together and make them think, from their own perspective.
You got to write your own life.
Don't make us your excuse, J.D.
Family's the only thing that means something. You'll learn it.
About how do you strike that balance between like telling the truth of somebody's life, but then also trying to make an entertaining film?
We did have the advantage of getting to meet JD's family, and getting to see their home videos and talk to them and go to Jackson, Kentucky with JD and spend a couple of days. Go to Middletown, Ohio and rehearse and hang around and do research. So all of those things were important. This is the region of, that region of Appalachia that meant so much to young JD and Middletown, Ohio, that through the lens of this their experience, right? So I hope audiences can sort of understand that and realize this is their story. It's not the story of all people from these regions.